Hey y'all, what's up? So, I'm gonna talk to y'all about rejection because that seems to be an issue with a lot of people. Like, I don't know everybody's childhood situation or anything like that, but if you're dealing with rejection wounds, or abandonment wounds, you gotta look back to your childhood and like how you were raised and figure out why something's triggering you. You know what I'm saying? So, narcissists and toxic people, their biggest fears is being rejected and abandoned. And they will leave you before you have the opportunity to leave them. They will fuck you over before you have the opportunity to fuck them over. But in their little pea-sized brains, you weren't gonna fuck them over. But see, that's projection because they are shitty people. They assume, making an ass out of themselves, that everyone else is shitty people. They're liars, so they feel that everybody else is a liar. They're a cheater, so everyone else in the world is a cheater. You know, they're a manipulator, a con artist, a user, abuser, deceiver. You know what I'm saying? And they assume that because that is their character and how they operate, everyone else operates the same way. And guess what happens to they dumbasses? They get paranoid. They get paranoid, constantly looking over the shoulders because you have fucked over so many people that you don't know who your enemies are. Everybody's an enemy to a narcissist or a toxic person. Everyone is an enemy. So, they get paranoid. But when let's talk about like rejection for like say empathic people or, just normal people that don't think and that are not narcissists, right? Rejection for empath or, a more healthy individual, I'll say, right? Rejection still hits home because again, it goes back to your childhood. Like, how was your childhood? Was your mom around? Was your dad around? Were they both they parents can be present, but are they emotionally available? Are they emotionally present? You know what I'm saying? Go back to your childhood and figure it out, you know what I'm saying? But rejection, it hurts, you know what I'm saying? Like anything else. But people got to get used to it, You could get rejected in a lot of different areas in life, not just like as far as a romantic partner, You can get rejected from a job that you really want, a rejection from a promotion that you really, really wanted. You really want like a home loan or a car loan or whatever kind of loan, you get denied. That's a rejection. You know what I'm saying? Even when someone tells you no, that is a form of rejection. And it doesn't matter what it is, you know what I'm saying? And when someone exercises their right to say no, that is a boundary. And empathic and normal, people respect boundaries. You know what I'm saying? But the narcissists or toxic people, they don't respect boundaries. They hate it when you have boundaries because if they cross that boundary, now they got to hear your mouth. Now you're going to try to make them responsible and accountable. They don't want that. So as long as you don't have boundaries, they can walk all over you and do whatever they want without any, backlash, any heat, any smoke, thunder, lightning, But yeah, people, you got to learn how to accept rejection. And you could tell the people who don't do well with rejection because they're the ones. When you know yourself and you love yourself, rejection doesn't bother you. You know what I'm saying? It does probably. It depends on you and your healing process, where you at in your life and your journey, and how much self-work you've done to yourself. But, you know what I'm saying? So, all I'm saying is, like, It's okay when a person tells you no. You know, no is that person's boundary. You can't do nothing but respect it if you're their true friend or their true spouse or someone that is just truly and honestly wanting the best for them and you. You can't help but respect that. But narcissistic type people, they don't respect the word no. They actually get very persistent trying to persuade your no into a yes because they're trying to get their needs met. And you saying no is keeping them from getting their needs met. Now, realistically, this is also what makes their asses lazy because instead of them fulfilling their own fucking needs, they want everyone else to fulfill those needs for them, you know? And that's not okay. That's not cool. That's a lot of responsibility to, try to make another motherfucker happy and they're forever miserable. Always constantly complaining, constantly broke, constantly something, right? Just every time you know that one person. It's always that one person. Always complaining. Always broke and big and always something. My car is always in the shop. It's just always something. And you be like, damn, you can't get on your feet. You can't get your life together. You can't, what the fuck, right? But, the narcissistic and toxic person, they cannot handle rejection. They will leave you before you have the opportunity to leave them because in their minds, they are not worthy of love, which is a correct thing for them to assume because these people are pieces of shit. They're Mr. Hankies out here, Mr. and Mrs. Hankies. And you know what I'm saying? They're not to be honored. They're not to be respected. They know this. They know they are not to be trusted. And they look at you as being stupid and naive for trusting them. Or however much, because you obviously gave some amount of trust to them. You know what I'm saying? So point is, work on yourself, Rejection is a thing. You're not always going to get your way. Normal, healthy, mature people understand that life is not always going to go the way I want. I'm not always going to get what I want when I want it. That's why narcissists and toxic people have the minds of children. Sorry, y'all, my nose is itching. Like, they have the minds of children. God dang it. I feel like I gotta sneeze, but it won't come out. Okay, so they feel like they're literally like children. Children throw temper tantrums because they're not getting their needs and wants met right then, right there at that time. That's different with kids. Kids feel like kids don't give a fuck about nobody but themselves. Because all they know is like themselves, they're not worried about, well, you're my mom, you're my dad, you're supposed to do this. And they're right. Parents are supposed to provide, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, rejection is like a major thing. And it's so funny because some people, like, they really truly can't, like ladies, a guy comes up, approaches you, wants to take you out, and you're just like, no, you're nice about it. You're very polite, sweet, kind, and next, oh, well, fuck you too, bitch, and da-da-da. You'd be like, yeah, see, now I'm glad I told your ass no. You know what I'm saying? And then fellas, if you went and shot your shot at her, she came and shot a shot at you, however it went down, but you tell her no. She cannot accept that no. And she's up there trying to persuade your no into a yes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not okay. That's not cool. Like, no means no. Like, unless I change my mind, I changed my mind. But don't try to change my mind. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, y'all. Anyways, so today is August 8th. The Lion Gates portal is open. And, it's a very interesting celestial time for healing, as well as manifesting the life that you want. So you can journal what it is that you want and desire. Yeah, finally. That shit was fucking my nose. But yeah, and it's a good time to heal. Like I said, it's a great time to do shadow work, which is to sit with yourself. If you are in your feelings because you feel rejected, sit with your emotions for a while. Cry if you have to, feel sad if you have to, talk to your friends or whoever it is that you trust, and just sit with those emotions and try to think back to your childhood, why you feel rejected. Why does it bother you? You know what I'm saying? Work on healing that inner child, that little boy or that little girl. And, and watch the difference in how you will feel when you actually sit with the emotions. A lot of people, emotional pain lasts longer than physical pain. I would take getting my fucking finger slammed in a car door, or my foot ran the fuck over by a car or semi truck or whatever, than emotional pain, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people would too. Because emotional pain can last for years, where that physical pain of wearing a foot cast or, a finger cast, couple months. But then guess what? When your foot is back healed or your finger is back healed, guess what? It's like it never fucking happened. You forget all about it. Oh, yeah. I forgot that I had accidentally did that. You know what I'm saying? So, diving deep into yourself, into your emotions, figuring out who you are. And you got to realize, you 9 times out of 10 know who you are. The narcissist does not know who they are. They abandoned themselves years ago. That little boy, that little girl inside of them, they kicked that little motherfucker to the curb, and then they created this whole false persona and image of who they are that doesn't match reality. In their minds, they are celebrities who deserve special privileges, just for existing. That's not how the world works, unfortunately. But in the mind of a child, that's how it would work, But just work on your healing. Your healing is at your own pace. Don't ever let anybody rush your healing. If you are angry for some time, you have the right to be angry about narcissistic abuse. It's not okay. It's not cool. Nobody sits here and asks to be fucking abused, right? So if you endured 20 plus years, nobody has the right to tell you how you should feel, okay? You are very validated in how the fuck you feel and how you think. So if you want everybody to kiss your fucking ass, then tell them left cheek, right cheek, okay? Choose a cheek, bitch. But whatever you do, don't dare allow, if you left the narcissist, great. You know what I'm saying? But understand they're going to definitely have resentment. They're going to be vengeful and spiteful. But they would be that way anyway, even if they dumped you. Ain't that crazy? That's so crazy. But seriously, when you notice the traits and the tactics and the things they do, because see, right now, I love that empaths and just people are just pulling their energy back, keeping it to themselves. They're not as giving and as open as before. Motherfuckers are learning their self-worth, their self-value, building their self-esteem, their self-confidence, and I am for it. I'm proud of you. So, you know what I'm saying? And I'm proud of you because you're like a reflection of me as far as looking at it in a collective, conscious, spiritual aspect. There is no separation. You know what I'm saying? When You know, we all bleed in these bodies, but outside of these bodies, you know, I would say everybody has a soul, but that's not true. Everything that you see does not necessarily have a soul that's walking around. So those that know, you know, I'm not about to go into that right now. I am talking about, you know, rejection right now. So just figure that out. Do you? If you're trauma bonded to the narcissist, just figure out steps and ways. Somebody had asked me, like, what are steps and ways to heal? Everybody's experience varies. You know, some people have had children with the narcissist, and that's a forever tie. It doesn't stop when that child is 18. You know, you get married to them. You end up joining money and assets with them. Like, you get entangled with them. Definition of entanglement is when y'all tangle in them sheets. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I be encouraging y'all, keep your legs closed, keep your dick in your pants, because until you get an idea of who this individual is, the narcissist or toxic person is going to use sex against you, to control you, to manipulate you, to get control of your emotions. Because once they got your emotions, they most definitely will trigger the fuck out of you. They will manipulate the fuck out of you. You know what I'm saying? They will basically, you know, get you, you know? So don't get got out here, you know? And there's no such thing as like, you know, you're stupid or whatever. Look, narcissists and toxic people don't target just broken people, damaged people, people with low self-esteem and low self-confidence. They target people with high self-esteem and high self-confidence, high value and self-worth, and who are very successful, because their goal is to kill, steal, and destroy, and to bring you down. Go check out my video on how they upgrade themselves while they downgrade you. Speaking of, there was an individual that commented on there talking about, I sabotage their relationship and I'm contributing to the problem, and I somehow like controlled them to hurt their spouse. Okay, it's a her and a her, so it's a gay relationship. I take it based on her fucking comment. She sounds fucking retarded if you ask me. But I responded back and I was like, if you're not in control of yourself, then who's in control? A demon? A hellhound? A spirit? Entity? Whatever fucking verb you want to use? Something is driving that vessel. And if it ain't your ass, then who, bitch? And to me, I could care less if you're coochie bumping and all that shit, titty knocking, but that sounds funny as fuck, titty knocking. Anyways, y'all, it's just like, okay, why did you feel the need to come on here and try and tell me that I controlled you to sabotage your relationship? Take some self-responsibility for hurting her, for destroying her, for bringing her down, okay? Take some accountability and responsibility. How could I possibly sabotage your relationship, bitch? I don't even fucking know your clown ass. I don't know what you look like. Why don't you post me a fucking picture what the fuck your crazy ass look like? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you got a lot to fucking say, and I'm gonna check your bitch ass like a fucking Nike. Coming on here saying dumb shit, you know? Like, people just be getting on my nerves. And then it's funny, they really think their opinions are stopping something. Your opinions ain't stopping nothing. Shoot, my channel is still gonna grow. My channel is still the shit. I'm still gonna be the motherfucking shit. I could be on here dressed and dolled the fuck up, or I could be on here in my bed in a motherfucking bonnet, bitch. I don't give a fuck. You want to know why? Because I'm 100% motherfucking secure in my damn self. I know who the fuck I am. I know my worth. I got self-esteem and confidence in myself. I respect myself. I love myself. Go check out my video about They throw shade to manipulate you because a motherfucker wanted to try to belittle me by telling me that I'm self-righteous. You motherfucking right. I gotta do right by me in order to do right by others. Because if I'm out here dogging out other people, that means I'm planting bad seeds. And guess what's going to happen? I'm going to have rotten fruit. But that's not the case. I plant good seeds out here. And because of that, that is why my life is highly blessed. That is why I am not stressed. That is why I'm not fucking pressed. I am not depressed. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, if I gotta put my foot on these motherfuckers' necks, I'm gonna put my foot on your motherfucking neck. You think that narcissists and toxic people don't be watching these videos and shit like that, learning, taking notes, studying and shit? You have a disorder, you have an entity. And it will manifest 100% because darkness cannot dwell where there is light. And my light is bright because motherfuckers can't be around me long before the demons get to popping out, acting all hooky, honky, and crazy. And that's fine. That's fine because clearly that individual loves the demons. But let me tell you what I am. I am a caster. I cast you the fuck away from me, demon. You better get the fuck on because when I throw hands, I'm not throwing just physical hands. I'm throwing my motherfucking spiritual hands too. Because I'm trying to lay hands on everything. I'm trying to lay hands on the motherfucking physical vessel, the motherfucker that's in there, and anything else that's in there. I'm about that life. They came to play, I came to slay. So, test me if you want to. Test me if you want to. You better find something safe to do because these spiritual streets ain't safe. And I'm not about to sit here and pretend that I'm not a fucking warrior and that I won't take my sword and slice your ass up. I will. So if you are a narcissist, a psychopath, or sociopath, go sit your bitch ass in a motherfucking corner and twiddle your motherfucking thumbs. Because you ain't about to get on my motherfucking nerves. I have peace, and I'm going to be highly unbothered by your projections. I'm not about to take none of that shit personally when I know you projecting. You know, you're sabotaging me. No, bitch, you're sabotaging your fucking self, you coochie bumping bitch. Titty knocking hoe. So, anyways, y'all. Peace. Positive energy always creates elevation. I'll holla at y'all later. Bye. And use this portal to manifest your best motherfucking life.